order. Please rise and pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, on the first item of the agenda, the minutes from September. Janet sent a copy several weeks ago out
I know,
now.
because you said something about, January sent it last week.
Great.
Janet sent them a month ago.
It was absolutely great. So I know I had a chance to peruse through them. I didn't have any changes. Were there any other changes?
Nope, no.
If that's the case, I would entertain a motion to adopt them as presented.
I second.
Well,
I need to make a motion to adopt the minutes.
I second.
I'll have myself.
David with the second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Wait, well,
For the minutes.
I don't know, I just know that I'm supposed to put down roll call.
So we're gonna do a roll call vote for the vouchers.
Yeah.
But not the minutes. Okay, I just know Angela told me to start putting down roll call in my minutes rather than just, okay.
If Angela asks you for a roll call vote for everything,
No,
then
that
we'll,
she just said.
okay, just the vouchers.
Maybe it's financial.
Financial, okay.
Sure, okay. Okay. All right, motion passes 4-0. Okay, so speaking of finances, we have the vouchers here that are going to be passed around for review. We have, let me make sure I'm getting this right. This is payroll. We have payroll in the amount of $4,998.93. Did you get that, Janet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we also have accounts payable in the amount of $7,537.40. So, I know I have not had a chance to look at these yet, so we'll float these around for everyone to review during the meeting while we're discussing other things, and then we will, David, before you take off, we'll circle back for a roll call vote. Okay. Administrator's report. Jen?
All right, this went up. Everything's up. One gate is still coming in, and that'll be done. Steve Dunning, who has been a godsend for me, who is a master pickleball player, has been coming in weekly with information for me about things. He is working on getting a price. He's trying to get it donated, but price. Apparently, the black PVC pipe that goes at the ends of both pickleball courts to keep your belly if you.
Top of the fence.
Yeah, thank you. He's working
What do you
on
call
that.
The top of the fence.
Oh,
yeah, baseball.
It's just a nice black strip that goes across, and it just keeps you, like, if you run or you catch your clothing or whatever, it's totally protected because it's black plastic. He's working on that. He's trying to get it donated, but if he doesn't, he's going to get it at wholesale, and then he's going to slit it. He's going to put it on himself at no charge. So that may come as a small charge, but nothing like what if we had the company do it for $1,000. So tables and benches are in. And I would like to discuss with you, I know it's a little early, but we have the Journal-Gazette, Wayne TV, and the Courier all asking about the grand opening next spring when the colors get put on the grand, the pickleball, and we decide to have our grand opening. They were just asking if we know what month, and I was thinking April, if that's good with everybody. The lines should go, the colors should go the first 2 weeks of April, and then not with Easter weekend, I obviously don't want to do that, but sometime after that, right before May, so that we can launch it and get it going and do all that, if you're all up for that. Anybody gonna be on vacation or?
I think April would
Just
be
spring
great.
break.
Yeah, I think we'll do it after spring break,
After,
it won't conflict with anything, but I thought that's a really good time.
Are there lines on it now, though?
The lines are up, you can play, but the actual coloring that goes on it, that
Oh,
company
okay.
was booked out until April of 2025.
Okay.
He subcontracts out certain things like fencing and the coloring, and that's one of the things he does. Since Riverside
People like
pavilions are
playing
no longer
That's
being
what I
All the
rented,
time, yeah.
and I've really been keeping a good tabs on how many people were playing and when. I've been asking all kinds of questions. Steve's been over there about every day. I really would like not to put the new equipment out. I had a little talk with Dave about this. I'd like to keep the new equipment put in until we do our grand opening. double put new tables under the pavilion with old tables there. So I'd like to just leave everything under, under the building, leave it nice, and then put it all out in April. Well, at that time, we'll know where every one of those wooden tables is gonna go, where we're gonna put them, and then we'll have our grand opening, everything will be spot on, brand new, perfect, looking good. If you're okay with that, that's my thoughts. If anybody has any discussion, I know you're shaking yes, you're shaking
I was gonna
yes.
say, unless someone knows of an event we're thinking of, where we absolutely wanna have that new seating in place, yeah.
Well, plus the
Our
guys are
first
all
big event
busy
is
right
June.
now.
Our first full park event is June.
I was gonna say, for the grand opening, do we want all the flowers out and everything? Is April early or not?
Well, it's a little early
Yeah.
for that,
Yeah.
but will we put pots over there with flowers in it, fake, to make it look pretty? Oh, yeah,
Okay,
we'll take care of that.
okay.
I'm gonna skip the bicentennial because I'm gonna let Tyler talk about that, but I was gonna tell you all about the bicentennial. Next thing down is Lindsay Sharp called, and that's what this is about. She wants to raise money and get area businesses involved in raising money. She would like to do a Christmas walk this year at Riverside. And that's what you're gonna see the spotlight for Illuminating Rio is all about. She wants to get sponsors, she wants to get people involved in the community, putting their name on the actual item that's up, sponsored by so-and-so. Tyler mentioned, we have Herman's giving us prices and giving us pictures coming. But Tyler mentioned adding a little bit of money maybe to them to cover like electricity and the cost of taking them up and putting them down. Maybe inflating it, would you say $40, $50 per item? So something like that. So that's kind of what this is all about. If you want to look at this, people can sponsor, people can get involved in it in a community event.
This can be individual sponsors, sorry, Tyler.
I'm gonna stop and let Tyler finish that.
So if you guys scan the QR code as part of this will be printed out in color. You scan that, we're gonna take it out to local businesses. If you scan that QR code, it comes up with, already the list and a price point for each one of the items and components. They'll be able to donate that amount, that's that amount on there, that'll buy that item. We've committed as the town to go picking them up. It's a matter of putting them in the park and running those cords. And it kind of goes one step farther. We'd like it all to be tied into the bicentennial celebration as well, that we're working on. So this will be a walk around the park, around the volleyball area, or somewhere. We haven't officially laid any of that out yet. But it's an idea that was dreamed up last year and kind of grew some legs this year through a couple of meetings. The cost other than electrical, like the physical use of electrical, should be minimal, if anything, to the park.
Can you use our ones we just bought?
So
Yes,
those will be
yes.
some of them too, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about, we were gonna put them at Cedarville, obviously the Santa and the two, but now we're talking about putting those in a display, and we'll put on the bottom property of Liberty
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah,
So everybody will know what every single
Right.
one is,
It's
so.
similar to Blue Jackets,
Right.
on a walking, much smaller, something to
Scan.
draw attention to our parks in the wintertime.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So the sponsorship, an annual sponsorship, or are we looking more for this year as far as getting fixtures purchased?
You'll buy them, and then you'll forever own them until they die, is the thought process. And I think if you actually click on, go into the actual description a little bit more, so you can do it, like if I as a family want to go out and spend $200 a year and buy a new light display, I can do that year. But again, this is, you'll buy them once, similar to Blue Jackets, and then I know that they do annual sponsorships. Once we have all the gear, the thought process is that we can do this perpetually and draw some attention into that area.
Okay.
So if you wanna buy a Santa for $800 and give us $850 for it, we'll store it, we'll put it up, we'll take it down, we'll supply the electricity.
And it's sponsored in my name in perpetuity.
Yeah, so the whole idea is they're not actually they're sponsoring the item, but not necessarily donating to the parks department. Does that make sense?
Well, that's where I was wanting to get a clarification when you said, for that specific item, it's like, is this something where the first year it's getting it up off the ground and then, okay.
No, so they're buying, the whole idea is that they're buying the attraction to the park.
Gotcha.
And they don't get to keep it.
Yeah.
But it's not theirs to come and get at the end of the holidays. They're basically buying it for the tree. And
For the parks department, they'll be stored by us, handled by us from here on out. Every year we'll put them back up with the names in front of them. Just trying to create a draw for the park.
Is the town a 501?
No, they're running through the foundation.
Oh, okay.
So this is
It's a write-off.
Foundation is handling all the transactioning.
Okay, I'm just
So
saying.
what they'll do is when they click on that and say they want it, that donation will go to the foundation
Right.
buys that and buys it. So
Right.
Any other questions?
And in the spirit of Scott,
Who's bicentennial? Is it Allen County's? Not
Ours.
Leo-Cedarville's?
Allen County's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
all of us.
Leo-Cedarville has to have had one already, I think.
Leo-Cedarville was incorporated in '96.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
this area, I don't know what,
Okay,
1837 or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so in that sense, it's not going to be a spiritual successor to Coming Home for Christmas where there was a silent auction or anything like that. This is-
So, and the thought process is that we'll run this every year, right, and then we can get more and more
We
displays.
can add to it.
Yes. So year one, we might have 5, year 2, we might have 25, I don't know. So you can donate them in the name of, you know, your grandpa that you love dearly, or whatever.
Is there
Can we
any
put a picture of
objection?
the person that died next to it with the dates?
No.
Yeah.
Now, is there gonna be like a sign that says like
No.
No.
Tyler?
No.
I said Tyler approved that.
They did not.
No one has any objection to this, right?
No.
Okay. So, being an event hosted by the town of Leo-Cedarville and Leo-Cedarville Parks, in partnership with the foundation, you mentioned maybe some costs for electricity, we pay our bills, you know,
Right.
that's given, but setting up and tearing down,
It's gonna be minuscule at the end of the day, and I think the town will make sure we're all covered in it.
okay. Well, park events, which I think would be appropriate for the line item, $1,050, it's not yet been
Spent.
appropriated, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we could partner on that cost too.
What about security? Are they worried about that at all or not?
Not super, I mean, we don't have a lot of damage over there anyhow. If
Alright.
we end up with damage, I think we'll have to investigate that.
Because they had that at Blue Jacket.
They did, but with this being small, we don't have a lot of damage. Frumpy Park honestly has a fair amount of damage yearly
pretty
anyhow.
large.
Yeah.
So you're really asking for problems. I don't know that Riverside Gardens
Where
has
it's
that
located.
amount of
And
draw.
where it's located.
Yeah. Easy escape.
Any more?
Well, the one question I have, Tyler, since we don't have a firm dollar amount, would you ask for a motion not to exceed X number of dollars?
What's in that account? You said 1,050?
$1,050?
I'd say 750.
Okay.
That would cover, that would be high. I'm thinking probably closer to 500.
Because it's just going to be installation.
Just installation and setup. I mean, I don't know how much of it you want to cover, Derek, sorry.
Is that Herman's that we'd be having set up? Okay.
Well,
No,
also
we'd set them
too-
up ourselves. We'd go get them, set them up. We're covering the cost to go pick them up. We're covering the cost.
Transportation and...
Yeah, so there might be some electrical cords, some odds and ends, things like that. Those can add up. If we share the cost between the town and you guys, I think we could do it all under 1,000. You know, that'd be my honest opinion.
A little bit of maintenance to pick up the mess if there's any garbage or
Yeah,
mess. I mean, those kinds of things that are.
Well, I mean, maintenance,
That's daily.
that's a cost we already incur, that's time spent, so for electrical cord and stuff, 500 then?
500 would be sufficient.
Okay.
And the town will take their share, do whatever we have to do to make that.
Would someone like to make a motion to that effect?
I'd like to make a motion for the eliminating Leo and not to exceed $750.
I'll second that.
Sound like you
Okay.
said eliminating Leo. That's a cheap way to eliminate Leo.
Illuminating,
Let's call
illuminating.
it Cedarville.
Okay, so that was $750 by Amy,
Seconded by Sue.
seconded by
We
Suzanne.
went to 750,
So real quick,
500 on
I was
that.
just
Up
about
to
to say,
750.
Up to 750,
Up to
Tyler thinks it's
750,
only gonna be,
okay.
you don't want to do 500 like we were talking about a moment ago?
I mean,
If the
I'm
total
lost. I
costs?
wrote 500.
I'd
Do
rather,
750, we'll cap it at 5.
Okay,
Fair enough.
okay,
That way we know the money's there.
sure. Okay. So, is there any further discussion, any clarification? And Janet, just for the record, specifically that was for electrical cords, any, yeah,
Installation.
yep,
And a vote?
yes. And we will do this one by a roll call vote then. So, Amy,
Yay.
Okay. And then we'll go to David.
Yes.
And Dirk will be a yay. And Sue Ann.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Okay.
Yes or no? Go?
Yes.
Okay. You've probably seen the sign, you've probably done I don't know if you look on our Facebook page, but we are having a craft show, and it's November 3rd. The goal of the craft show is to raise 50% of the cost of the Bruce tree that is gonna go downtown on the plaza, and then go into the Cedarville Park. The town is gonna pay part, we're gonna pay part, but we're trying to raise the money through this craft show. So what we did is every vendor, there's 15 vendors, every vendor is donating an item between $10 and $15, a couple have given a little bit more. That will go on a table for sale, and then all of that money will go into the fund towards the Blue Spruce. And then it'll be just like last year, it'll be in that big box, it'll be downtown, we'll dig the hole probably the first or second week of November for where it's gonna go. Just like we did here, I don't know if you remember, but we dug the hole here in November, and then we covered it. That way it was pre-frost, okay? Then when the holiday is completely done and over and the tree's ready to go, Brett will pick it up with the forklift, put it on the big truck, he'll bring it to the Cedarville Park, and then they'll put it in and they'll plant it. Okay, so that's just exactly how we did it here, but this time, instead of the town getting the tree, the park board's gonna get the tree. So we're gonna do a 50-50, only thing is our 50-50 is gonna try to come out of the funds that we raise from the craft show. Okay? So the craft show is basically the farmer's market, only inside. There's no produce, but it's a lot of the farmer's market people who
When
asked
is
if we could do a winter farmer's market.
When is that?
November 3rd.
So it's
From noon to 5.
From noon to 5, thank you, somebody paid attention.
At
So,
Cedarville Park.
they're all gonna come in between 7 and 11:30 and set up. At noon, we'll open the doors, people can spend 5 hours looking around buying stuff from all the women. And hopefully, like I said, we didn't charge for any tables at all. There's no charge for any tables, just we asked for that $25, $10, $15, $25 donation. Instead of I didn't want them writing me a check for $20 for a table when we didn't know how well it was gonna go. Okay, it's our first time ever doing it. But if they give me a donation, then all that money will go towards the tree. I figured we're gonna come out money ahead. So, and everybody was real excited about it. Everybody's been super excited. Women have come in here and dropped off their things that they're gonna give to the table. So, anyway, I think it's gonna be really fun, and I think it's something that the farmers market people are gonna wanna do next year and year after, because they have all this stuff that they made and all this stuff that they put together and the food that they've done and the candy lady and all that kind of stuff, and now they're gonna get to put it in our park for nothing compared to $75, $80, $100 to be in Northbrook or someplace like that. And also too, every single person but one lives in Leo. We only have one lady that does not live in Leo that's coming to the pavilion. Most of the people are from Pioneer and Matea and Lionsgate. It's like,
That's nice.
everybody just locally said, hey, I make this, so that's how we're doing it. So November is completely booked. I booked the last date today, so that's gone. December has 3 days open, but I have holds on 2 of them, so that's really doing well. We still don't have the second maintenance guy. The town offered the position to someone, but we don't know, right, Tyler? We don't know if accepted. So right now, we're just running with Brent and Don in our parks. So the pavilions will not be washed, cleaned, sprayed. I told them, do not bother the Riverside Gardens because there's no rentals. Leave them alone, and we'll worry about them in the spring, cleaning them and doing a good job on them. Cedarville, Don works his butt off every day. The leaves and the acorns and the mess has just been beyond already this early. So he's been over there working every day, getting all that done. Tyler accepted the town manager's position starting January 1. You didn't accept it?
They have not officially formalized the.
Unofficially, Tyler, Tyler in January, unofficially, not to be repeated unofficially, will be the new town manager unofficially. Okay? All right.
Well, they haven't done what yet?
Finalized contract.
Oh,
Unofficially, we can say that. I'm sorry.
so we can put our input in?
Yeah, sure.
So you'd be resigning your position on council then?
I would at that point.
Yeah.
If,
If everything
Sure.
is legit and it's finalized, and something, yes.
Sure.
We're in
Awesome.
Unofficial.
that. Yes.
Okay,
Are you
last but
sure
not
you want to
least-
do this?
I guess I should.
Real quick.
Yes,
All right,
I
let's
should.
keep the
Go ahead.
meeting going.
I guess I should have left that part out without asking. June of 2025 already is completely sold out except for 2 half days. May is got 3 dates left and July has 4. This is of 2025. So we are doing well. I mean, and money's been flowing in every day. I mean, every day we're
Awesome.
getting money coming in.
That's
So
great.
it's super good. I pretty much covered the old business and the new business, so I'm, okay.
So,
I'm gonna talk about the bicentennial signs.
well, real quick,
There we go.
one question,
Yes.
because now that everyone's circled around to the vouchers.
Oh,
The Billy Goat blower on here,
It's
20,
3,100
well, $2,900. Where'd you see 3,100?
in the voucher stack.
Were you looking at a different one than I was?
There's an invoice in there for 3,100. Was there a tax that they took off or something?
Okay, I didn't
I
look,
sent them the ST 105 after they billed us, so that
Oh, so
could have
maybe that's
been,
what it is. They
that
had
could have
tax.
been tax coming out.
It was like a
Well,
handwritten one.
the one question I have on that was, our motion was 2,700, and the town was gonna do the difference.
That's correct.
So,
It may not have got translated, we can make a new.
I bet you that was tax.
that was with tax,
Yeah, okay.
3141, yeah.
So,
I was wondering why that was 3,100.
okay, so
Okay.
the tax came off, and then it became 27,
2,900.
29.
So-
They only approved 27.
Okay.
What I'd like to do then, Janet, since we approved the total amount, the vouchers, what I'd like to do maybe is just take off $200 from that amount. So instead of the 2,900 that's in there, the 27 that we approved,
Oh, you want to deduct $200 off the voucher?
and with the note specifically that this voucher from the park board account would only be $2,700,
Okay,
The town's picking up
the difference.
I got it. I make the note here, and then I'm gonna forward it
Okay.
to Angela so she can update her
I
books.
couldn't remember. I thought it was 25, but yeah, you're right. I knew it was.
Well, I went
knew
back
it
and
was
double
over.
checked the minutes, because I was like, wait, was it 2,600 or 27? So anyhow, okay.
So noted, so done.
So $7,337.40
Got it.
with 2,700 specifically for the bill.
Oh, I had one more thing in my town manager's report, in my park administrator's report. Next month, the second Monday is November 11th, and that is Veterans Day, and we are not open. And so I think we need to pick another date that's agreeable with everyone, so that we can not only post it, but also make my changes on my park board on my Facebook page. I know any changes or any schedule change. So I can put that in the 1st of November, that the park board meeting will be changed to. So if you can come up with a date, if anybody's got any issues or problems or holidays or vacations or anything.
For the sake of time, I'll suggest that we do that offline and come to an agreement here.
Okay.
on the following meeting.
Can I also make just a comment about this pickleball grand opening? Can we, because we talk about having them do the rest of the pickleball in April, can we wait for the grand opening till it's totally done?
That's when they're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it in April.
They're doing it in
Okay.
April.
That's why she was waiting.
Yeah.
So we would do it
Okay.
after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure that we're in
Yeah, no,
agreement there.
we're waiting for them to come in, and I just got the invoice today, and the date is April to come in and finish, so.
I have a couple
Okay.
things, Dirk, because I'm going to have to leave at some point. But I stripped the bark off the tree. I don't know if anybody noticed it. It took us a while, and then we're going to put a sealer on it if it can dry a little bit. Try to get some more life out of that thing, and then rebuild it in the spring to be a house again. That's the plan. So came off, and there's no more bugs. They were all behind there, so.
Good.
That's good.
Also, Janet, we had a church function at the pavilion. There's 3 or 4 chairs over there that are shot.
Oh, I
People can
replaced
fall
them.
through them.
Yeah, I actually sent 4
I
new
put them
ones.
separate.
Yeah, I
Okay.
put 4 new ones over there, and I asked them to take 4 broken ones away. When he came back, he didn't have the 4 broken ones, so I told Tom, because the company says they don't refurbish them and they do not sell that replacement
Right.
thing, to just trash them.
Yeah.
Just to put them in the trash container, so, yeah, I apologize if that was a problem, but I did bring 4 new ones over there.
And I don't know whether we do this or not. Do we ever do any kind of holiday bonuses or anything for anybody? I mean, I just thought it'd be a nice idea some year. Don is just amazing.
I know, why, trust
The
me.
work that he does, and I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good idea to think about for
a good idea.
I mean, somebody like, and he's paid, right?
Yeah, he's paid,
But
but he
it's-
also puts in, like, he came out here Saturday and Sunday and worked and didn't put it
Yeah,
up.
I don't know, I just thought it was something to consider.
He's a
So
hard worker.
given that we don't have an assistant
Right,
maintenance person, perhaps come December, Tyler, that could be something to recognize efforts throughout all leaf pickup season and,
Yep.
okay.
yeah, after leaf season.
We'll have to talk offline and get
A
recommendations.
cumulative conversation.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
All right, that's all I had.
Real quick,
Sure.
before you go,
Oh, yeah, we
David.
gotta do a roll call.
Yeah, we'll do a roll call for the vouchers. All right, so, for the payroll vouchers totaling $4,998.93, we'll start with Amy.
Yes.
Okay, noted. David?
Yes?
Dirk? Yes. Sue Ann?
Yes.
All right. Payroll vouchers approved 4-0. Okay, so the accounts payable in the modified amount of $7,337.40 with the Billy Goat voucher being modified to $2,700 with the additional part being picked up by the town council as previously agreed upon. Amy?
Yes.
Okay. David?
Yes?
Dirk? Yes. Sue Ann?
Yes.
Very well. All right.
Just about to-
Okay. Bicentennial. Actually, sorry. One more quick thing. ARPA funds for the 6 additional tables.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to have a motion to authorize our use of the ARPA funds for that as well.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Was that like $6,000?
Sale,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
78, yeah. David, did you second? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I seconded it. Need an amount in there, Dirk, or not?
I was gonna look back to the minutes, look at the dollar amount, but I forgot. Here, dollar amount real quick. Let's see. It was not to exceed $6,000 for 6 tables.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
similar
Yeah.
phrasing as the original, Savannah?
Yes.
Okay.
Second.
All right. We'll do a roll call vote. Amy?
Yes.
David?
Yes?
Dirk? Yes. Sue Ann?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And just for the record,
Thanks for coming.
that was
I think it's still have
6 tables using ARPA funds not to exceed $6,000.
Oh,
And it
Thanks,
just-
Erica.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
It's way
Thank you.
past.
This still looks good.
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah, me too. Take care, dear. See you, Suzanne.
See ya.
See you, Janet.
Bye, David.
Okay.
See you, Mayor.
Far from that. Just hold it.
Exactly.
See you later.
All right. So bicentennial. Actually, hey David.
I leave my keys?
No, that copy, the bicentennial. If you want to hand that to Jana.
Oh, she wants it?
I haven't seen it,
Oh, yeah.
but I.
Is that what they're talking about locating it? Is that the plan?
Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Better than the corner, I think.
Yes.
These are his keys? You legitimate keys?
I must have left them in the truck. I hope.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wait.
So, very well. All right. So bicentennial, each of you have a packet in front of you. This is some of the renderings that we received from Tyler here. You'll note that it kind of draws attention to Allen County within the state of Indiana. Indiana, the state shape is the I to the N. On the back side, which is shown as neutral on page 3, is going to be some local.
Everything will be painted with a local scene.
Yeah.
Overall, some of it will reflect the park, some of it reflects downtown, some of it reflects the riverway. So the whole thing is a mural similar to Mammoth.
Mastodon.
Yeah, Mastodon project they did for IPFW where they decorated those. It's done very similarly. It has what reflects our town. And the rendering we saw, if it attains even, I'd say 75% of what we saw, is pretty stunning.
So, in here are two pictures as well. One was a picture I took from the day I met Tyler over the park. That's showing 15 feet along the sidewalk. He and I talked about a 15 by 15 pad. That way you've got, yep. And then the second picture is kind of an aerial depicting that general area where it would be over by the volleyball courts. The stipulations that we had on this were it needs to be visible from the trail. It doesn't have to be directly on it. So anyone that's over on the Grable Road Trail could cross at the crosswalk there at Schwartz Road, walk over to it, get some pictures taken, etc., etc. So
my question is, for our electric project that we're adding new station, is that similar to where that's gonna be at?
no.
Different
And this
part?
doesn't have any lighting associated with
No,
it. Yeah.
I was gonna say
No, what
If
I'm
it
saying
did-
is like the location, I mean, maybe I need to learn how to read a map better, but,
It's over by the volleyball courts, between volleyball courts, essentially between the volleyball courts and Green.
Across here is the new parking lot that's all gravel. So-
okay, where they do the fireworks at, oh, I mean,
So you're up.
Recycling.
You're up near Grable Road.
Over by the boat ramp where they shoot the fireworks. off.
Yeah,
okay, it's gonna be across from there,
it's right.
I cut it off,
Right
but the
here.
pond is right here as well.
okay,
So the pond, the volleyball court, the boat launch,
okay.
yeah, it's over there.
Okay.
So all the electrical stuff is over
Till
by
like
the
across
pavilions and the
the
restroom
pavilions, right,
facility,
okay.
yeah. So, no, there is no conflict with that. So, what I would like to do tonight is to formally approve this location. Yeah. Any other questions?
Give me that agenda. Give me Ron's agenda.
Looks really cool. So what do you think, Tyler, about maybe back just some solar spotlights or something like that?
We've talked about a few different things, just high level, nothing really concrete yet, but I could see the option, so there are a couple options. One, we could trench in off that, or hole in off that circuit that's down by the pond and do something more permanent there, or we could do some solar lights or something like that to kind of pick that piece up. But the
I like
first part
that.
is just getting it in. Like,
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing a permanent spotlight instead of like the solar, because,
Right.
you know,
So the first project is getting it in, getting
Right.
it set, and then we can figure out how we want to line it up.
And
So
this
when-
is
what will this
utilizing ARPA fund, no. What's
We are
the-
not, so the funds are coming straight out of town budget. So you
Okay.
guys have nothing in it besides approving the location.
We want to get it done by,
Has to
and
be done by November.
There we go.
16th
okay.
And
Of
what's
this
it
year?
made of?
this year.
What is
So
it made of?
The actual thing is made out of, not plaster, it's like a fiberglass material.
Okay,
It's light. I mean, it actually gets screwed to the pad. So it's 300-400 pounds tops, and it's gonna be heavy.
okay.
so essentially we need to vote on this month, right?
Yes. So we
Okay.
can get contractors lined up. And this is something that the town, out of the general fund,
Yes.
is,
You guys have nothing in
Installing.
it besides approving the location.
Location.
yep.
No funds, no nothing.
And I think it'll look really, really cool.
Me too.
And it'll be a nice little addition to the park. The one thing I know I talked to Tyler about on site was, if we do another significant tree planting in town, we might have some trees over in that general vicinity. But,
Yeah, it'd be nice to maybe do some kind of landscaping over there or something.
well, we just want to make sure that it's not blocked
Blocked,
sight
yeah,
line.
hidden.
So any trees that we have would need to be
That would-
taller. So anyhow.
Motion?
I make a motion to adopt the location of the sign.
I approve,
Second.
second,
Okay.
yes, I can't talk tonight.
And Sue Ann, that was to authorize the location proposed.
Correct.
Okay.
Indeed.
We have 6 o'clock
further discussion?
No.
All in favor? And this is not gonna be a roll call, this will be a straight vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 3-0, and Janet, please note specifically that since David had to leave, that was
Yeah.
me, Amy, and Suzanne. Okay.
So you guys, I got another meeting to go to.
All right.
Bye,
Good
Ted.
night.
Listen to, taking some notes. Well, knowing that Janet's got a 6 o'clock dinner date,
Well, we didn't know Wednesday that we were
I
gonna
know.
have a meeting, so,
I know.
yeah. We just,
Right,
we-
sounds like a good idea.
and
Okay.
David had a haircut, I mean, it's like, you know, but we showed up, so, that's yours, thank you.
All right.
Do you want this?
No, I got this thing. Everyone got their checks, right? Don't leave them on the counter, please.
is there any other business that we have? You had yours a moment ago. You
No,
looked
I
at it.
had yours, I think.
Oh, you had
Might-
mine? Okay.
No, I think David might have taken my folder thing.
David, I have his, because I
That-
gave it to him.
Rascal. Okay.
Do you have your check?
Okay.
Yeah, mine.
Okay, well, you
No,
got
I
yours.
had the
Amy.
money, I have the important thing.
You got.
Oh, you had another folder that you
Yeah, like
brought.
a portfolio that you put, like you go to meetings with. another
Ah,
one.
gotcha. Maybe he did one.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, there you
All
go.
right.
Okay.
Well, with no further business then, we will adjourn tonight's meeting, and offline we'll get with Ron
Decide.
and David and all of you as well.
The
on
reason why I'm
how
asking
that's-
that in front of Tyler, and made it a point to ask in front of him, is because he said to me today, okay, so you changed the meeting, did you put it out there for the public? And I went, yeah, on Monday. He goes, is that enough time? I went, by law, 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He goes, well, okay. And the way he said it made me feel like
Well-
we're not advertising, maybe we're not putting it out there enough
So,
for park board meetings.
I know when I thought about it on whatever day, was that Sunday or Monday? Monday morning? Yeah. On Monday morning, I know what I was thinking of, Janet, was the fact that this wasn't a special meeting. It wasn't an additional meeting,
Right.
and it was after the fact. So that way, if we had it posted on the door that, hey,
Monday,
meeting is canceled, has been rescheduled,
Yeah.
like anyone who was interested in attending had the opportunity to see it on Monday. And we currently have 0 views right away for our meetings, so don't get
Yeah.
demoralized by that. But
well,
anyhow,
he just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that we were following the letter
did we
of the
post it
law.
on Facebook or anything?
On park page.
On the park page,
Yeah.
okay.
But he just wanted to make sure we were following the law. That's why I said it in front of him, so he knew that we know that 3 days, we put it, that we know what to do.
Yeah, with it being a regularly scheduled meeting after the fact and the notice that we did do, yeah, I think.
So that's all I just want,
So,
like
yep.
I said, I said it in front of him so he would know that we are doing our due diligence, that I'm doing my due diligence to make sure that it gets out there and we're good, so.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up the November 11th, because also I wanted him to know that we are cautious and careful about changing dates and not letting the public know, so.
Well,
When you think about it, we'll figure it out, and then you tell me, and then I'll make sure by the first week of November I get it into.
I was
my
wondering about Columbus Day, whether or not the office. would
Well,
be open.
everybody was closed Columbus Day but me. I'm the only one, everybody was on vacation but me. So I'm here all day Columbus Day, no one comes in, phone rings twice, and the lady says, oh, I was gonna leave a message because it's a holiday and I didn't think you'd be there. I go, yeah, I know, me neither. I didn't think I'd be here either, but they asked if we could keep the office open all week while Angela's on vacation, so. I mean,
Gotcha.
what else are you gonna do on Columbus Day? It's not like you're gonna, So, but it was funny because I went to go to the bank at 2 o'clock to make our deposit.
All right,
Yeah, there's no.
And there was no bank. And the post office didn't deliver any mail, and it's like,
all right.
All right. Meeting adjourned.
good.
Thank you.
Is, Janet, is there, voting early in Leo? You guys know?
No voting
In
early.
Leo, no.
No, but
There's
Solomon
the
Farm.
Rousseau
Solomon
Center
Farm,
along
sorry.
with the satellite sites, and yeah.
Solomon Farm
Solomon,
is
I think, is the
where
closest
I
probably.
voted last year, and then,
Friend was asking me.
that's usually a pretty good spot to vote during the day, because most of the people come after work, so.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that starts when?
soon,
If it hasn't already.
yeah, soon, I know.
Usually it's like three or 4 weeks, I thought.
Oh, and so next month, November, I'm going to the park administrator and park employee conference, which I went last year, and it was here in Fort Wayne. So that week for 4 days, Angela, I'm gonna have everything done. I mean, my people have their keys, everything's rented, there's nothing open to rent anyway, so it wouldn't be all that. I'm gonna have my phone, gonna have my iPad, I'm still gonna be answering phone calls and doing everything, but if you guys need anything, I will have to have my phone off during the convention. They have big signs that say, turn your cell phone off, or silence your cell phone.
Yeah.
So Angela will be, that 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, Angela will be aware of what's going on.
Okay.
And she'll know.